Hey, Benjamin and Justin here.
Boom.
Just fooling around, figuring out this YouTube thing.
Got it.
We're gonna turn this around and show this terrible plant and what you could do about it. One, somehow put a cage around it so that chillers could go anywhere near it.
Yeah, that's a child.
Two, water it every once in a while.
Maybe a little TLC.
3, you could maybe prune these dry ends off. That's the end. I hope I helped you with your house plant.
Hey everybody, how is it going? Man, oh man, I'm excited about today, about what I'm about to share with you. I'm about to share the 5 main things that I have learned from Mr. Justin Rhodes, the one and only Mr. Justin Rhodes. While I'm doing that, I want to be getting something done, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this compost right here and get that compost, spread it over here. I've already done some mushroom compost, but I want to go ahead and put the green waste compost on it as well. We also have Mr. Alec here for this morning. Mr. Alec. Y'all, Alec is one of my favorite roommates of the 6. He's one of the 6 favorites.
Oh, sweet.
I love this guy. He's awesome. And he's going to be filming me.
Yes, I am.
So we'll see how steady he can be. He's probably more steady than me, honestly.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll do my best.
And also, one of the reasons I want him to film me is because I want him to learn from what I learned from Justin Rhodes. You know, you'll get to hear what I'm talking about.
I'm excited.
While we're just getting it out there.
Valuable stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's really valuable stuff.
Where you going? Where you going?
Huh? Good girl. Can you shake? Shake. Oh, look at that girl. Can you do that? Can you shake?
Yeah.
Whoa. Alec can do it too. I'm just kidding out.
Shake. Shake.
Yeah.
Handshake.
Have it up. Girl. All right, man. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Following you? Yeah, follow me. I'm gonna get the wheelbarrow, wherever it is.
Wheelbarrow right here.
Yeah, that one's broken. Oh, there it is. Alec, do you like going barefoot?
I like barefoot, but I have class after this.
Oh, yeah.
And muddy feet in the
It's
living
not
room is not ideal.
Not a good recipe.
No.
Now we need to get a shovel.
Wheelbarrow, we got the dirt pile.
But while we're getting the shovel here, let me get my notebook. Here's my little trusty notebook. Number one thing, first thing, and actually the first thing that comes to mind when I think about what I learned from Justin Rhodes is consistency. Consistency is key. That was probably the top thing he taught me. Let me open the garage real quick. Whoa, wrong one. Wrong garage. Okay, there we go. Alright, I went open. So consistency is key. Just getting content out there all the time. He kept on talking about that. So, shovel. Getting content out there at all times, make sure and keep it steady, is the way to go. Content meaning any information that is helpful, beneficial to people, and the content I'm trying to put out there is edible landscaping or gardening type of content. For me, I can tend to be a little bit on the kind of random side. I'm like, oh, I'll do this time and then a little bit later. But what he really encouraged me to do is make a commitment to a certain amount of videos to put out a week and just keep to that commitment. My commitment has been 4 videos a week. I did really well on that, except for 1 week when I was really getting kind of almost burnt out and I needed to go out and take a break. And actually, I mean, it's kind of funny, like Justin's voice comes in the back of my head whenever I'm not really wanting to do a video. It's like consistency is key, you know. I'm just like, I know I need to do it. Because really, the main reason there's 2 main reasons that I try to put video content out. And that is, number 1, I really want to help you guys. Like, I really love, my heart's always been to help people, and serve people. And, but for me, what I've learned so far through landscaping and gardening and edible landscaping has been a blessing to me, and I want to share that with you folks. So, you know, yeah, it's a blessing to me to be able to bless you guys and to get valuable information out there and share that experience so that you can not have such a steep learning curve. Also, for me, you know, I'm working towards being able to provide for a family with this business, doing the edible landscaping and doing the online training courses and all that. So, yeah, for me, that's another aspect, is I want to be able to serve my future family in that way. I'm trying to stick to what I've said I'm going to do, is just be consistent. Every day, a little bit, and that's going to, in the long term, make a big impact. Pushing this around, I'll dump it. Now, kind of along with what we were already saying, is number 2 thing that I learned from Justin Rhodes is to cure problems. Find the problems that people are having and cure it. Cure it and do it in a way that's clear, concise. If someone has a problem with aphids, then I'm gonna tackle that problem with all I've got, figure out all the solutions that need to happen, the organic, natural solutions that follow the natural systems that are already in nature, and then copy those over and share that information. If I'm solving people's problems, if I'm curing problems, that's true business. Real business solves problems and betters the world. So that's number 2, cure problems. Make sense, Alec?
That makes sense.
Sweet. Alec is gonna go ahead and do school, and this guy over here is mowing. It's extremely loud, so we're gonna wait for him to be done. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off a lot of this mulch. I got the camera rolling, got the compost about to be rolling, the wheelbarrow, and then we got this camera rolling. Everything's rolling. Number 3 is courage. We need to have courage to really make a change in the world, a positive change. Just like I climbed that tree to put you all up there so you could get a better view, I need to be able to have the courage, the bravery to do the hard things and get information out there for you guys. It's like, I don't feel confident sometimes. I'm like, you know, who wants to listen to me, some tall freckled guy from Tennessee, you know? It's like, what do I know to be able, what can I give, you know? I have all my problems. I don't know if I can really help people because, you know, I can have all these insecurities, but I need to have the courage, and I'm really trying to have the courage to overcome those internal struggles as well as external. I had to buy this house, and I had to get this garden area ready. I had to source these materials for the garden. There's always obstacles to overcome. You know, a lot of people helped me, but I needed to get these border materials and to get the cardboard. It was really hard to get the cardboard. It's hard to find it sometimes. And the mushroom compost underneath. Even these plants were given to me by the Rhodes. Justin and Rebecca gave them to me. Okay, here's our chance. He turned the mower off so we can talk without it being crazy loud. Like I was saying whenever the camera was up in the tree, we have to have courage. We really need to have courage to be able to tackle the problems that are around us. And for me, I feel a specific calling to tackle the problems that surround gardening, landscaping, edible landscaping, helping people use the available space that y'all have to produce abundant food, abundant beauty. Right here. If any of you know Justin and Rebecca's story, you know that, man, they encountered some hard stuff along the way. They really had a hard start there. I mean, their story is just a beautiful story of overcoming. You know, for a while there, they were really struggling with just being able to make ends meet. But Justin and Rebecca, being the courageous people they are, they were able to overcome those obstacles. And through that really has fused them together as a family, as well as their kids. And they're just like a very tight-knit family, very tight-knit just unit, because of the struggles that they went through. That really forged them together. It's the courage is the bravery to overcome those obstacles so that we can grow from those experiences. So I'm trying to be courageous in my channel. You know, I never really thought I'd do anything with YouTube or anything like that, but as I'm getting into it, I really am enjoying it. I'm learning that really all it is getting to help you guys overcome the obstacles that are in front of you. Have the courage to overcome what's in front of you. And last but not least, of the 5 main components of what I learned from the Rhodes: character and kindness. Now I know all of the other 4 were C words, you know, they start with C, but I figure we can change the spelling of kindness for today. So kindness, or whatever you want to call it, kindness, that is a huge factor. You know, these last 2 are actually so important. I'm just gonna sit right down here on this compost. Oh yeah, it feels good anyways. Oh, sun's back there, let me turn around. We have to be, if we are not people of character, and Justin and Rebecca, they are people of character and people of kindness. You can just tell by the way they treat their kids, by the way they treat their animals. You know, it's just, it really works out. It's like, even these animals right here, these dogs. Here you go. No worries. Good girl. See? She's just a good girl. We want to take care of our animals with kindness. Kindness applies to people and animals in our gardens. You know, how are we treating the life around us? To me, that's a good reading on the efficiency or the effectiveness of your operation, whether it's a little windowsill garden or a raised bed or whatever it is. You know, if we are taking care of our space and our animals. Here you go. Come on. They're just excited. If we're really going to take care of our space and steward the land, we're going to have to watch out for our kindness meter. If we're producing all kinds of output, but in the end we're not being kind, we're not being full of character, you know, doing things with integrity, then that system is just bound to collapse. It's not going to last. So yeah, let's go over those real quick. We have, number 1 was consistency. I really have to be consistent with my videos, with who I am, what I'm putting out there, that kind of stuff. Consistency. Number 2, cure a problem. Find problems that are out there and find a cure for them, and then help other folks cure the same problem. Just like I climbed this tree and put the camera up there, we have to have courage. Courage is huge. We don't have the courage, the bravery to tackle things that our parents didn't tackle, then how are we going to grow as a people? How are we going to keep growing and becoming better and better people? And how are we going to get better at gardening and farming and doing edible landscapes if we don't have the courage to get out there and try? With this garden, I had to have the courage to go out there and find the materials. Y'all can do this. You have what it takes to take your space and create it into an oasis of life. When people come and they see it, they're going to be like, wow, look at the beauty of those flowers. Look at how the plants are just coming up with just vibrant life. And look at, you know, not just look, but they can taste it, you know. You give them some of your tomatoes, your fresh fruits and veggies, and just like, boom, that burst of life, burst of taste is going to be like, whoa, what are you doing? You know, I want to do it too. And from there, that's how it grows. People are not going to do this whole gardening, landscaping, edible landscaping thing if there's no good results. You know, you can have the most beautiful soil like this right here. I mean, that looks pretty good. But without that at the end, this is just the first planting. I mean, there's really not a ton going on here. But even with it just being the first planting, look at that life. I mean, who doesn't want to eat that? I mean, that's just coming out of the ground, so lush and green. the Swiss chard. I mean, look at the colors. Like, how can you not appreciate that? How can you not want to have that in your space? So I mean, when it comes down to it, the fruits are what are going to be the proof of what we do. It's like the proof's in the pudding. Well, for gardening, the proof is in the veggies and fruits. I want to help you guys have the courage to take that leap and learn. You're probably going to fail, but to keep on getting back up. That's one thing Justin does, is he fails, but then he gets back up and he learns from those mistakes. And the last two, like I said, are character and kindness. If we have that internal aspect of our character and kindness that's there, and really we're doing what we do, we're planting these gardens, we're helping people, and whatever problem we're solving, if we're doing it with character and kindness, true character and kindness, not the type that's fake and we're trying to just get what we can from people. If we're doing it in the heart of, how can I serve you, how can I help you, that's my heart. I mean, that is really my heart for you guys, that I would make this channel and be consistent with it, not for myself, but so that you can have helpful, beneficial information and get to be encouraged by my successes, and so that you can have your own successes. I mean, I'm just gonna do it. Can't help it. I mean, that's just too good. How can you not enjoy this? This is just fresh from the ground. The taste, you can just tell there's so much life in this. You don't even need salad dressing. So good. So YouTube family, what are the 5 primary lessons that I learned from Justin Rhodes? By the way, Justin, I love you guys. Rebecca, I love you all the kids. Can't wait to be back out there sometime. Really, I mean, from the deep parts of my heart, I'm so thankful that you spent the time to be able to mentor me and just give me the great start that I've got. And I hope that someday I get to return that favor in a even bigger way. We'll see what happens. But back to it, what are the 5 main lessons that I learned? Number 1, be consistent. I'm really going to try to do that. I'm going to try to be faithful to that for you guys. Number 2, find cures to problems. What are the problems that people are tackling in gardening and landscape? Number 3, have courage. Courage is required for any endeavor in life. We have to overcome our fears. That's what I'm going to be trying to do. Number 4 is character. Be a man, be a woman of character. Justin and Rebecca, you guys are definitely that. I'm just going to walk all the way around the edge here just for fun. Number 5 is kindness. Be people of kindness. Be a person who seeks to help people from the heart, not just to see what we can get, but to actually be people of kindness. There you go, folks. Thank you for listening. Hopefully that was a blessing. I know it was a blessing for me to just be able to get it out there and kind of rethink, reiterate what I have already learned from Justin and Rebecca. Justin and Rebecca, please keep doing what you're doing. Keep being courageous, putting quality content out there for people who are trying to grow some of their own food, trying to be homesteaders, trying to love their kids, trying to do family right. Folks, love you guys. Thanks for being here with me on this fine sunny fall afternoon. And yeah, I'm gonna spread this compost out, have a fun time doing it. Walking around barefoot, ooh yeah, never felt better. I love it. And then this weekend I'm going home to see my parentals and my brother. He graduated from high school, super proud of him. Josh, good job Josh. Shout out to Josh. Y'all, you're the best. If we implement those 5, just those 5 things, man, that's gonna be huge. Our lives will be transformed and we'll be able to transform other people's lives. All right, y'all, enough talking. Let's get some more doing done and then have a wonderful weekend. God bless.